this entire thing is stupid. Like, just stupid. The Bengals versus Trey Hendrickson thing, not stupid. Like, I think the Bengals' basic premise there is not incorrect. I think Trey's basic premise there is not incorrect. I think it's dumb that the two sides, I guess, really aren't negotiating right now. But there's some nuance to that. There's a lot of nuance to that, and there's a lot of money at stake. To a degree, a standoff or a holdout is almost inevitable. In fact, that's something we talked about on this show back in December. That this was leading toward a place where the two sides were just going to engage in a staring contest, and we were going to have a holdout or a hold-in and another offseason of distractions. This, with Shemar Stewart, feels entirely avoidable. Shemar wants his contract structured in a way that is similar to every other player that has come before him, including guys who were taken at a comparable place in the first round of the draft in recent years. That is not an unreasonable request. And if you're the Bengals and you're so worried that, well, Shemar might do something that makes us want to take some money back or void his guarantees, whatever that thing is that you're worried about should have kept you from drafting him. If you had such incredible concerns about something regarding Shemar Stewart that you now want to offer him, you now want him to sign a contract that's unlike any that have come before him, you just simply shouldn't have taken the guy. So it was avoidable because you could have taken anybody else for a team that had a lot of different needs. You could have taken anybody else. Instead, you chose him because you believed in him. At least you said you did. You believed in him. You were willing to overlook the fact that he doesn't sack the quarterback all that often. So you like the guy enough, except you want him to sign the kind of contract that nobody before him has had to sign. I mean, if I was Shemar Stewart, I'd tell you to pound sand too. But more than anything else, this is just entirely avoidable. Like, there's a lot of room between Trey and the Bengals. And there's some nuance to that. Nobody loves the fact that there's likely to be a holdout. Nobody loves the questions that will hover over training camp about whether or not Trey will play the first game. I think most of us could have seen this coming a year ago, year and a half ago. This one with Shemar Stewart, there's either something so out of left field that we don't know that is compelling the Bengals to do this, or they genuinely just want to win an argument with their first-round pick. And by the way, that verbiage from Shemar, that came from someone. I mean, because he heard that from someone. He heard that from a player on the team. He got it from his agent. Like that comes from someone. That's a 21-year-old kid. But the fact that that came from someone tells you that's somebody who has either been with the Bengals before, negotiated with the Bengals before, or is deeply familiar with working with the Bengals. Not Shemar Stewart. But the whole thing's avoidable. Like, just go, okay, is it worth starting our relationship like this? We've already pissed the guy off. Is it worth starting what we hope is not a 4 or 5 year relationship, but what you hope is a decade-long relationship with a guy who you need to help transform your defense? Is it worth starting things off this way? Is it worth the ridicule we're going to have to endure? Is it worth it? Is this worth it?